Hello, everyone. I'm Zanzog, and it's the Zanzog Show. I was going to talk about total BS, just a story, fiction, complete nonsense. Uh, there's a moral to the goddamn story. Once upon a time, on one of the hills, about 4 miles from right where I'm sitting, I could see it through my balcony. I have a balcony on the 11th floor of a high-rise for old people. I'm an oldster, and I live on the 11th floor of an oldster high-rise place. Anyway, I have a balcony and a great view out for miles of the North Hills, and I have binoculars, and on one of these hills, lengthwise, for miles, a half mile, there's this little tiny village called Beagle Puke. I'll tell you how it began. It's legend. A troll under a bridge, he told me, and he wouldn't lie. This is how I was watching these people through my little binoculars, and some asshole who hangs around near the library on Federal Street, he told me about this and how that I was at the library and I said to one of these winos there, "Hey, dude." I was taking a pull off my, like medical marijuana syringe thing apparatus, and he was drinking, some whiskey, and we got to talking. Hey, dude, I says to him, I've been watching these people through my little binoculars, and they live out miles away, seemingly on the side of a hill. And the wino says to me, "That's Beagle Puke. That's where hundreds of years ago, there were these giant dogs. They were the size of brontosauruses. They were mongrel dogs. I don't know how they got there. He didn't either know. He just knew, he was certain of this, that the dogs would run wild through the North Hills hundreds of years ago. The fuck's wrong with that?" Anyway, one day when giant dog vomited, it vomited a great lake of Beagle Puke. It was a beagle. I wasn't. It's legend. Legend has it, a beagle dog the size of a brontosaurus vomited on the North Hills. A lake of dog vomit was left, obviously, and people emerged. People emerged from the great lake of poodle. It was Beagle Puke that these people emerged from by spontaneous generation, and they're still living there. Great news. The dog vomit lake washed away after many years of rain and travail. It's rough starting a civilization when you appeared spontaneously in a puddle of dog vomit. It's a great accomplishment on the part of those people there. Those fine people on the side of the mountain in Beagle Puke. Anyway, I've been watching those people through my little plastic binoculars from the balcony, studying like an anthropologist. And there's so much to learn about distant cultures. The evolution of humankind. These people arrived, for instance, by spontaneous generation. It's not true of everyone. Like, most people have parents, but these people just became flasho. Dog vomit, them. Then there's been this process of subsidence. Actually, I'll get to why. No, I'll broach the subject now. How I thought of this garbage. I was watching the news just now. There was another water main break. It's probably not necessarily likely. Subsidence. It's no bullshit. This isn't a joke. There's really a serious, honest-to-crapola problem with mine subsidence, erosion, other types, the effect of fracking. Right now, I believe regionally and elsewhere, there's an aggregate or composite of fracking, damaging, it's breakage below. It's breakage below whatever the soil, God knows. I'm not a fucking geologist. I'm a talking head with blonde hair. Anyway, I'm a blonde-haired talking head. There's subsidence. There's a problem ongoing with water main breakage. There's a problem with homes, damage to houses. I owned a house for 25 years. Take it from me, there's all types of subsidence and breakage. Let's get back to this really happened. It was on the news. It can be substantiated. I'm an amateur news guy. No, what happened? It was called a fissure. That's breakage, and it was a narrow break going 30 feet downward. That would be a vertical break in the soil. Here's what happened. An old lady and this happened, God's sakes. No, an old lady and her granddaughter were looking for their cat. The little girl looked, where's Grandma? Grandma had fallen down a fissure. This is on the news. She fell 30 feet down a fissure. That's a break in the soil. Vertical breakage. She fell 30 feet. She was eventually found, get this, in a mine shaft, an abandoned and disused mine shaft. Soil breaks like bazinging downward. It can break, let's see, we have right up here, Perry South, there's lateral breakage. All over town there are landslides, not every day. Periodically there's landslides from whatever, erosion, breakage, fracking, under the mine subsidence. Okay, that's a bit of a speech, right? It's no shit. An old woman fell 30 feet down a fissure and was found dead in a mine shaft. It was not a district, it was a township near here where this happened. They had to excavate like a motherfucker. Check where the history on this. It was recent. They had to dig a whole area up to find this old biddy in the dirt. Subsides. I just heard on the news this morning there was a water main break in a district a city, township, whatever. It's happening all over. What I was drifting about here. One of the reasons I get so goofy. People have been environmental forever, and the shit just doesn't stop. What am I saying? I feel like a real asshole. I'm an old motherfucker. I'm a senile 68-year-old fuck talking into a cheesy old Chromebook. One more thought I want to share humanistically. The Chromebook, I bought it used, I mail ordered. You can still get these things. Many of the Chromebooks and other devices were used in government programs. They may have been used in a school or whatever, a diverse, oh Jesus, it's the truth. See, there's been gazillions of empowerment programs and diversity, equity, and inclusion projects over the years. One of the things that has been done, I got one along, it's a giveaway. They give everyone a free netbook or Chromebook. People learn and will do their thing on the internet. I had free internet, it was 30 years ago. They were giving away free computers and free internet service at the time for participation in a program. It got no positive results other than I got a free computer, free internet service. It was no skin off my butthole. Do I want to hear this one really fast? The substance of it was a cross-section of individuals at large get a free computer on the condition they participate in discussions using this software. It's called a conferencing software program. It accomplished nothing. Every week, yours truly, I was under my real name, talk to schmucks. Not that many, a handful of schmucks in a conference format. A cross-section, a random cross-section of schmucks given a free computer talking accomplished nothing. That's all the crap you need from me. I'm Zane Sogg. Thanks for listening.